Hi everybody, I'm Hui, and in this video we'll see how you can leverage the automation engine even further within your low-code apps. Let's get started. Low-code apps let you build applications tailored to specific audiences with little to no coding experience while leveraging your own data lake. They are integrated with powerful DataMiner automation capabilities and are accessible from anywhere. We already had a glimpse on actions during the buttons and header bars video, linked down below, as we linked different types of actions to a button on click event. There are several supported types of actions. Launching an automation script is one of them. Today, however, we're going to focus deeper on low-code apps integration with the automation engine and see what we can do with it. This is the People and Organizations app. Gives you an overview on your operational teams and lets you manage people's skills, schedules, and teams memberships. If we navigate to the Teams page, we'll get a table that lists all currently available teams and their respective details. You'll notice also that there are two buttons on the top that let you add and remove people from teams. This is how it works. You select a team from the table and click, for example, on Add Team Member. What you'll see is a dialog box asking you to select which person to add. This is in fact an interactive automation script. And this dialog box, its labels, drop-down and buttons were defined by the script code. Because the low-code apps toolset supports interactive automation scripts, their underlying UI that you would see in Cube can be replicated on your apps too. In this case, we need to select from the drop-down list a person to pass as a parameter to our script. Furthermore, you will notice that the script already knows which team will be adding people to. That's because we selected it from the table beforehand. This is possible because in low-code apps, you can feed data from existing components as input parameters to your scripts. The integration with Automation Engine unlocks a new degree of dynamic behavior on your low-code apps. Now, all that's left is adding the new team member. After clicking on the Add button, we can go back, open the team to verify that the member is indeed included. We are now going to see how we can set all this up, but instead of creating the same buttons, let's go ahead and make it a contextual table row action. When I click on the More button here in one of the rows, there are a couple of existing actions already. Allows me to open the team's details and list team members as we just did before. We will create an Add Team Member action in this menu too. First, we go to Edit mode. Edit the Teams page. Select the table component. Go to Settings and down to Action section. Let's add a new action. We'll call it Add Team Member. Let's choose the icon. And now we need to launch the right automation script. It is called Add Resources. This script adds the selected person to a specified team. There is now a parameters section below. If we expand it, we see it requires an input parameter called input data. Our input data isn't just some arbitrary value. You see, team and person are in fact object definitions, meaning we need to pass an object instance of a team. Or better put, we can feed it. Feed it from the table on the Teams page. The feed type is object instance, and you could feed other things besides object instances as well, but we will tackle that with a different use case in the future. So finally, we give it the object instance ID because that's what the script expects. This is how you feed an object instance from a component as an input parameter to an automation script. Let's test it out. When I leave the Edit mode, click on the More button in one of the listed teams, we can see there's a new Add Team Member option. When we click it, we'll get the same dialog box we have seen before, with the correct team already fed into it. Let's go ahead and add a person. If we now list the team members, we can see the new member was added. As for removing team members, you can compose that action for the context menu the exact same way. Except your automation script would have to remove the person instead of adding, so for the sake of brevity, I'll just create it like this. Let's go ahead and remove a person. Now, if we open up the team and look at its members, we'll see that the person is no longer part of the group. And this is how you can leverage the automation engine even further inside your low-code apps. For more information about this and everything and anything ICT, media, and broadband, do visit our Open Dojo community. Meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.